Wouldn't your limit switch do that when it sets to the home position? Yes. I don't have the limit switch in place yet. Capping. The other weird thing about this is I had, first of all, // even comments in this. Oh yeah, comment. Okay. I don't think I've made any changes to this code, and so I'm not sure why it's going the opposite direction right now. So if we enter a menu count, where's menu count? Where do we tell it what to display? Right here. So each one of these in the array, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth, account for a certain menu count. Now, I'm not sure if it starts at 0. I don't think it does. I think it starts at... Oh, it does. The menu count can be 0. So when it's 0, we're actually referring to the first drink. So if it's 0, we say the destination is 1100. Just doing some quick testing beforehand, found that the destination or drink, the amount of steps it takes to get between 0, which would be where the home is, and the first drink is 1100 steps. Actually, why don't I add that? And then likewise, the second drink is approximately 2200 steps beyond the first drink, and I found that spacing tends to work for all of it. Approximately an extra 2200 steps between each drink. Now, in this scenario, I'm only using the inner 6 most drinks. Ideally, I'd like to get the full 8 in there, but that may take some extra testing right now. To be safe, we're just going to use everything that's clearly within the bounds of the physical system. What am I on, 5th? Yeah. And this is the current location as the home location. I would think it's a wiring issue too. But here's the biggest thing is I don't remember changing wires. And the only thing I could think it could be is if I wired the motors in backwards, right? Except I have this sheet. It's a really old blue sheet, but it's back when I first made this. And I said the motor uses red and green for the first it's kind of a weird drawing. I don't know if it'll work. So it uses, the motor has one coil using red and green, with red being the higher priority, or A, doesn't matter. And then yellow and blue are the other, and then so I go red, green, yellow, blue. I didn't code it. I didn't code what exactly are you talking about? Like I told it to go, here's the direction pin and direction, which is determined based on the steps. So I told it if destination is less than, or destination minus location equals the step difference. And then I send step difference to the rotate, and it determines if it's positive or negative. I did end up programming it, yes. A lot of the base code is copy-paste from programs and examples, but at this point, it's almost 70-80% my code now, so I can take ownership. A bunch of the stuff like not case. Most of this rotate using float, speed. It was my idea to make it its own function. But the idea here is direction is positive or high or low, depending on if it's positive or negative. So if it's positive, which would make this true, I believe it selects high, which then sends this down here, which sends high to the direction pin, which I thought made it go the other way. Now if I change this around, yeah. Let's try it out. There, you're back. Perfect. Upload. Wow, it compiles so much faster than that I disabled Avast. So now, we just switch that over. Let's see how this works. I'm just going to move it to the middle, because if I get this wrong, I don't want it to keep bashing itself into the side. Alright, well, I'd say that fixed it. Not sure why it broke in the first place, but if I remember to keep all my wiring the same, which is now documented, then I can keep using this code. It must have been. It must have been I had my wires flipped or something backwards. Okay, so about an hour and a half later, we can finally get to what I wanted to do. Exactly, Cap'n. Which, it seems weird that all, like, even my old reference sheet is telling me that the way I have my coil colors set up now is the way I used to have it set up. And then even the fritzing document, which we made last week? Yeah, last week, tells me that's how I had it. At some point here, I switched the colors around, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. Or at some point, I must have had it like how I have it now. I switched the colors around, and it acted in reverse. So then the code worked like that. And then I switched it back to the way I have it like this, and the way I have it now. But now I need to make adjustments to the code. I don't know. I don't know why it flipped like that, but it's working like it works now. I want to add... Yeah, it's fixed now. I want to add acceleration. So you can see we can get from drink 1 to drink 2 pretty easily. But if we wanted to go all the way from drink 1 to 6, it takes longer than I'd like. I'd like it to get up to some speed and get back down. And this is going to take a little bit of optimizing because you're going to have sloshing liquids in there. So this could be interesting. Actually, I might go get a cup right now. So we've got an empty cup in there, and if I run it, it's not bad. The empty cup stays on there pretty good. I kind of want to test it with water, but I'm also don't want a whole bunch of water and electronics to mix. That would not be good. But let's see if we can get it going faster. So my idea, I just realized a bit of code's being covered up. There, how's that? Stops wrong, like not at a station. Not at the station. What do you mean?